do with those who would oppose me, but show them death!
Hi guys, Josh Magister Phoenix, and we are back, and we are in the royal city of Rabanastre. And oh, I put on the posh accent for it. No, it's going too far now. So, yes, we're in the town. We're in a little, it's the year 700 old Villadian. I do not understand what that means. And that's got to be the weirdest fruit I've ever seen. And look at the way he eats it. I mean, there's no possible way of eating it like that.
What'd you say?
Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, Joe?
Joe?
Look, my pouch. It's gone.
Which way are you going, Joe? Oh, look, they've been screwed over, haven't they? Look at the size of that guy! Jesus, I didn't realise how tall they were. So, Varn was a bit cheeky and pickpocketed the Arcadian Imperial Guard, which wasn't very clever of him, but, well, he got some money out of it. I guess he got some gil, as it's called in the Final Fantasy universe. And we got to look at the nice market district, and now, I don't know whereabouts this is, actually, but, ooh. Oh. Hello, hello.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Penelo. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of
Sorry, guys,
Dalmasca's
just moved my
property.
mic.
The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
Whoa. Well, that looks totally different to the other ones we've seen. A little bit more piratey.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
I did look up who played her. I can't remember now, but she is a terrific voice actress. She really. I'm with Doc Kefka on that one. I totally agree. She does a really good job of playing Penelo. I mean, all of the cast really do well playing their characters. I like the guy who plays Vane's voice quite a lot. He plays it quite, well, very posh. Her name's Catherine Tabor, if anyone wanted to know. Yeah. So now we've got to go to Miguelo's to see if he's got any work for us. Or, as Penelo said, apparently he does. He is a... I don't know what they're called now. Bagamnon. That's it, they're a Bagamnon or something. Or a Baganthan. Something like that, I think. Oh, that's a guy's name.
I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier in the morning. Perhaps he ran into some trouble on the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sand Sea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
Sarcasm.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Indeed he will. Or he should, anyway. So we have to go and collect Kites from the tavern. I'm going to call it the tavern. I don't know what else to call it. The bar. I forgot what Miguello said. Now, interesting fact. The guy who plays Miguello's voice. The guy who plays Miguello, the one who does his voice, is called John. His name is John DiMaggio. He plays Marcus Phoenix out of Gears of War 2. He also plays a few civilians in Final Fantasy 13, and he also plays Bender in Futurama, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I couldn't believe that. It sounds like no way. Something just came through my letterbox. That scared the shit out of me. I thought, it might be my HD PVR, but no, it was just the newspaper boy. Every Friday he seems to put it in at like pitch black for some reason.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguello's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the Esther
Oh
Sand.
my
What
god,
is
that thing looks weird. Looks like Dracula.
Ah, Vaughn! Miguello sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguello, if I dare say so myself.
That guy is
I don't
epic.
envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Esther Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguello.
That's right! Vaughn, you should give it a shot!
And you should be getting back to Miguello. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
So, our first hunt. If you do not know what a hunt is, clues in the title. Basically, hunts are you go up to the hunt board, and there's quite a few scattered around. Not just this one here. There's a few in other towns and other places, and you have to go and kill creatures for the bill. I don't know what they're called. The bill putter upper, or the person who put the bill up on the board. Now they're not always next to the board. This is just because this is the first one you get to do. Most of them will be quite far away from the board, in fact, and you get some really good items from doing it. And also, if you do them all at the end, you do the last hunt, and that is called Yzamat. That guy is a bitch. I haven't actually tried to fight him yet, but I've seen him online, and he just looks terrible. He is massive. He is absolutely huge, and his health is even more than the last boss in the main story. Okay, his health takes forever. In fact, somebody in Japan, I heard, saw this on the internet, or I heard it or something. He I'll talk about gambits later, but he put all these gambits on, and he left the computer to run itself. He left the PS2 to run itself. So the computer would just keep playing for him. That's what gambits do. And he came back 3 days. Well, he came back to it 3 days later, and he just killed it. So it took 3 days. By the way, these were level one characters. But I mean, I don't know how the hell he did that. Yzamat is a beast. I don't know if I'm actually going to be doing him though, because it depends. If probably after all of this, I'll do some major grinding, and by then, obviously, I'm going to be doing like swords and weapons and espers and all. Well, maybe espers, but a lot more after the main story. There's a lot more to do in this game. The story's just half of it. There's so much more you can do and unlock and get. So I may do Yzamat, it depends. And at the moment, we're being shown a license board, but I've seen this so many times. I hate the tutorials. This guy, you have to pretty much, for the first bit, just watch him do it. So this is kind of the heart of your equipment and weapons. If you don't have the say you get a sword and you don't have it on the license board yet, you don't have it unlocked, you cannot use it until you get to it. You unlock license points, which you use to buy the licenses for certain things by killing enemies. They usually drop one. They usually give you 1 license point an enemy. That may sound like nothing, but trust me, after a while you'll notice how much your license points go up. Rare monsters give you a lot more, and harder enemies give you a lot more. I'm not sure if bosses give you some. I think, I'm not sure. So yeah. License board is probably one of my favourite additions in this in Final Fantasy 12, and I was a bit upset that they didn't really bring that back in Final Fantasy 13. I was expecting Final Fantasy 13 to be honest to be like Final Fantasy 12, maybe obviously better graphics and all that, but they just went back to the horrible turn-based system, and I could not stand it whatsoever. In fact, I haven't touched Final Fantasy 13. I played it for 2 months after I bought it, and then I stopped. I have actually stopped on disc 3. I was just about to go to the bit. I was just about to unlock where you can do whatever you want whenever you want, which is kind of typical because I thought the game didn't have it. So it does have that sort of aspect of Final Fantasy 12, but I don't like the fact that if you go into a fight, you have to go into a battlefield. And that you have to do turn-based. You can't move your character. I don't like it at all. I prefer this game. It's more free-flowing. You know, you can do what you want. I mean, you can run away from the battles. You don't have to do them. You know, the flee mode. I think this game is a lot more advanced than Final Fantasy 13, in my opinion. But obviously, Final Fantasy.
No public passage on account of the Lord
people who
Consul's
actually love
parade.
Final Fantasy probably like Final Fantasy 13 a bit more because it was turn-based.
It just so happens that your provisioner for the
It
fate
wasn't for me.
tonight.
This game is my
He said
ultimately
he'd pick up a
favourite
few
game
choice
ever,
morsels for the,
and
Consul's dining pleasure.
nothing will ever change
He
that.
wants them quick. I got
And
the
we're trying
written
to get out
transit
at the
right
moment,
here.
and he's not letting us.
You see?
So out comes
Signed,
Vaughn's sarcasm
Magello.
yet again.
I just hate to see
And we'll
the
be seeing a
Consul
lot
upset
of
because his
that,
food
I'm
wasn't
afraid,
ready on
during
time.
these
And I sure hate to see him take
this
it out on you.
walkthrough because
The
he's a
Lord
little
Consul
cocky
is a
bugger.
great man. I'm not one to take offence. It's a
I don't understand this bit actually. The guards actually walk up to him, and it's like they're threatening him to say yes in a way, because he's just like, unless he's getting embarrassed because his fellow comrades are there and he doesn't know what to
Wouldn't
say.
do to keep the consul waiting.
Oh, he's
Right.
been stooped by a
Gates are
boy.
closed after this.
Oh dear. Actually, Vaughn and Penello are 18, so they're not actually young, they're actually adults in a way. Young adults maybe. And there's a save crystal. I'm actually going to be ending this one fairly soon, probably a little bit earlier than the other two, just because there's a save crystal here. As you can see, this is the Chocobo pen. Do not unlock them yet, but eventually we'll be able to ride them. And there is a... I don't know what he is. My bloody blah. What are they? No, he actually does say what his race is, but I forgot to read it. Oh yeah, Banger. They're called Bangers. I thought they were something like that. I think you have to have found this person before you came out the gate, but it was too late for me. I don't know what you get for doing it, or God knows what you get. You probably get some potions or something. So yeah, in the next part we'll be going into the Esthar Sands to take on the Rogue Tomato hunt. But until then, I will say goodbye. Please comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. And I'll